What's up? What's happening, everybody? How's it going? Shit, we already got some people backstage. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. What's happening? We got Filthy Raider over here and Mr. Witt. How you doing, sir?
Filthy.
What's going on?
Not too bad. I need a bath because I'm filthy.
You stupid fool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, dog. Who said I'm filthy? I'm just thinking because I'm the shit.
I'm shit.
Man. All right, so we back this week. A lot of things are going on, and we see a lot of teams in actually preparing for the draft. And there's a lot of conversation going on around about the draft. Uh,
Like what?
well, there's a certain quarterback on a certain team that may not be there for his certain team, Saints, and our number 6 pick may be worth its weight in gold. uh, I don't know about y'all. I have no want, desire, or anything else like that to auction off the number 6 pick unless they come in with two ones and a two. Oh, you want 3 1s? Three, yeah, because I'm at this situation like your favorite YouTuber would be sitting there telling you about Ashton Genty. I'm gonna tell you about stashing a fucking quarterback. Cause you know what, dude, dude,
Boo.
you know what I mean? I don't think that Ashton Genty is probably the best move, but you know what? Everybody has the right to their own opinions. You mean? Um, Honestly, I think you can match their production with another guy, but with you booed, so you don't want to stash a quarterback on the roster.
I'm talking about Genty. Talking about Genty.
Booing Ashton Genty.
Oh shit! Okay, cool. I was about to say shit. We put ourselves in a great position, having having a quarterback of the future and having Geno Smith on this roster because quarterbacks tend to kind of like hit the wall and hit the wall hard. You know what I mean?
The NFL is a tough game. It's a as soon as you think you've learned something, they'll adjust to what you've done, and then you got to reinvent yourself all over again. And it happens everywhere. It's called sophomore slump. Once they got tape on you, they can learn your tendencies, and they can scout you better
Right,
because now they have a larger sample size and a current body of work to go with it.
right,
But as for hitting the wall, a lot of times your top quarterbacks go to bad situations. Very very rarely do you see a Jaden Daniels kind of situation where he goes wire to wire and they're a play or two away from going to the Super Bowl.
mm,
Well, they weren't a play or two away from going to the Super Bowl. They got their asses kicked by Philly, but they were a game away from the Super Bowl. We'll say that and looked every bit as capable of winning it had they gone.
right, right. And let's be honest, like nobody was going to beat the Eagles. I'm sorry, dude. It wasn't nobody going to beat the Eagles. And the Eagles may have this trend where they may not be doing it year to year, but every couple of years they're going to be coming around, knocking at that door. It seems like what they do is they kind of build up these defensive lines where they get them, 2, 3 deep at every position, start throwing defensive lines at people. That might be the new way. It might be the new Eagle way. We'll
But no,
see.
bro, they ran all over teams. Let's keep
That
it a
too,
buck.
but I'm just saying, just like
All over teams. Remember, Saquon came within a desire of not breaking the record to break Eric Dickerson's record. Now,
right,
granted, he's not doing it in 12 games, so it's not quite the same.
right,
But he can't. He will. If he wanted it, it was there for him.
True that. True that.
So I mean, before we go, yes, the defensive line is part of it, but the running game was phenomenal, was spectacular.
And bro got picked up off the scrap heap. Off the scrap heap. Let's be honest. I mean, like, you know,
There, there have been few GMs and coaches alike in this league who are candidates to be fired as well deserving as Joe Shine and Brian Dable. The way they fumbled the bag out there in New York has been catastrophic.
right. Okay, but also too, but like Dayball had fucking what's old boy oh my god, see, my old age is fucking Josh Allen humming.
Talking
Yeah,
Humming.
about Daniel Jones.
well, he
Yeah,
had Josh Allen. Yeah, but
Josh Allen humming out there.
Daniel
Oh yeah,
Jones
Josh
is not
Allen. Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Nope. But his
And
first year, Daniel Jones.
but what I will say is that he had Daniel Jones looking like he could be something when I knew coming out of Duke that he could not.
Right. Well, remember the big thing on Daniel Jones was that the Mannings were the ones sitting there pumping him up, right?
He got there and it looked good for a while and then he just kind of shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
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 But
I so well Dub said,
and I'll throw him a bone, and I'll say that the best pass catcher that they gave him was most recently was Malik Neighbors, but up to that point it was Darren Waller who had no interest in playing football anymore
whatsoever.
because his receiving core was lackluster. They looked up at terrible.
Right? Hey,
That
hey,
that was a bad receiving core, no matter what anybody tries to say.
hey, I know y'all brothers seen that his new video, right?
Yeah.
Darren
No,
Waller.
I stopped after like the first 2 seconds.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched it about 15 seconds and I had enough, but like he do I mean it's a trip because Darren Waller knows where his fan base is. You mean it's with the Raiders. You mean, and it's just a fucking trip, dude. You mean, like, I'm sorry, dude. I totally got sidetracked, but I mean that kind of it kind of fucking threw me for a loop when he did that. I was like, damn. It was like, wow. I mean, he did. He didn't do it. Yeah, I guess if his career, if they were gonna enshrine him or anything, he would be a Raider.
I mean, that's really where he became somebody.
Yeah, yeah, he'd be a fucking Raider, dog. You
He not getting tried anywhere.
mean? Hey, and I go down quick, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Bro, you are way big to be going down by 5'10". Sit what? He was what?
175 pound DB.
5'10", bro. Just taking
Five
them down, bro.
5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing.
Right? But it is what it is, man. All right. So, um, like I said earlier, we're talking about like Derek Carr, him possibly not being there for the Saints, and that's something. Rolling Dubs had put up there. He said, "Are you good with taking Genty if we trade back with the Saints?"
No,
Honestly,
no, no,
honestly,
I'm not.
bro, I'd much rather build this offensive line and defensive line. If I can't, I think you can get a guy in the second round who's just as good as Genty. There's a lot of stuff.
Probably better.
Yeah, ¿Qué onda, Rofucho? Uh, I think that putting all your if you're drafting Genty, you have to pretty much run your whole offense through Genty. I mean, so you're asking a guy like Brock Bowers, who literally his fucking uniform is in the Hall of Fame right now. He's in the Hall of Fame as of right now, bro. I mean, ain't nobody gonna have a better record than that for a while. I mean, and bro, you want to take the ball out of his hand and put it in Ashton Genty's. I mean, because that's what you're gonna have to do. You know what I mean? With Ashton Genty as your running back, he's a volume fucking runner, dude. I just don't see it. I see it if I don't understand how they would pay somebody $40 million a year. Was it? I'm sorry, $37 million a year just to hand the ball off to Ashton Genty. I mean, bro, that is clearly in the Aiden O'Connell fucking realm.
So I'm gonna throw you a curveball for this because I saw Pelissaro and somebody else talking about it. What if the Raiders trade up to 2 to take Trav?
Okay.
How would you feel about that?
Um, I would understand it. I wouldn't agree with it, but I would understand it. I would understand that they need an X. And they don't even need the X to be the number one guy. They need somebody there for 50-50 balls. They need somebody there to run routes. And yeah, fucking this team literally needs a young Amari Cooper. You know what I mean? A young Amari Cooper would do this fucking team well right now. Having a
Uh,
guy to do dirty work, get open, or a fucking Michael Crabtree. Actually, a Michael Crabtree would be way better than that. You know what I mean? And just somebody there to pick up third downs, handle business, a boundary guy.
well, you already have somebody for third downs. You already have somebody for dirty work. Now, what you don't have is X, and you have and
The
somebody to consistently get open at any phase of the passing offense. You also don't have a guy who quite attacks the football to the extent that Travis Hunter is capable.
So, question: would that be that Trey Tucker role, sir?
He has a designated. He's the over the top guy
Uh huh.
because Travis Hunter would not be your pure speed guy.
Right.
I said he would be your all inclusive guy.
Honestly, me personally, I would not agree with it, but like I said, dude, I would understand completely understand if they traded up and got Travis Hunter. You mean?
But if they let him play both ways,
Okay, how many plays on defense is he going to actually give you? Because from what I'm seeing, he's a better receiver than he is a defensive back. He's kind of the opposite of Charles Woodson. I mean, where
I
Charles
think
Woodson is
I
better.
actually think he might if he was a little bit bigger and had and more stout and run support. I would actually say he's probably better inside.
Okay. What, at the nickel corner?
Yeah, on
Wow.
in the slot.
Okay. I mean, but that's a lot of banging around in today's NFL, though, because that
Right,
nickel corner is basically your Sam now.
right. But I'm scared. I'm scared of him. I'm scared of him being out there with big receivers.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think if you draft Travis Hunter, he's gonna play some defense, but he's gonna play mainly offense. He's gonna be a receiver.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just think, damn, at 6 is kind of awfully high, bro. You know what I mean? For basically a receiver who does play defense. He's a very talented young man. Um,
Now let's not pigeonhole him. I'm like just because that's where you would prefer him to play, doesn't mean that he's not able to take all those spots. Now, if you manage his load right and you instead of starting him, you give him packages or bring him in on surefire passing situations,
uh huh.
then you're key making you're key in playing to his strengths.
Right.
If you're asking him to come in and run support, At this level, I have reservations, serious reservations about that.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what I would be asking him to do.
Hey, bro, there'll be some business decisions made. I mean, straight up, dog.
Hey,
Hey,
listen, I'm not. I'm asking. All I'm asking you to do is to do like Prime would do. Just push him out of bounds. Jump on somebody's back if you got to,
right. Make it look good.
but take out the legs. You ain't got to go head up.
So Sean put this in one of the chat. Eagles don't care about red flags. They take the best players available. I love how they are ran as an organization. I do too. Also, too, you have to understand that there's certain guys they've drafted from certain teams that are flourishing there. They probably wouldn't flourish in anywhere else in the NFL. When you have
Hey, man, let me tell you something. What have I been telling you for years, Rich? I want felons,
these stupid
bad
folks.
guys, evil guys. Why? Because there's a reason why they're the bad guys.
Fool. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You know what? I think fucking Mark's still stuck on that, like that Henry
Clean
Ruggs.
cut image.
Yeah, you mean? Honestly, like Al, I think he would have passed on from that. I mean, he got over it, but Mark is not the same kind of cat. You mean? You
Hey,
know,
he's an honorable man, and I respect it. But I'm trying to win, and I
right?
need. And Mike Singletary wanted winners. I want felons. I
Fool.
want goons,
Hey, the filthy felons.
the filthy fellas. Yeah.
You stupid. All right, so now, all right, so but what I'm saying is like, dude, I mean, they also drafted Nolan Smith. I remember we were sitting around like, why the fuck would they draft Nolan Smith? Wasn't he hurt in the second round? Like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Bro, they basically have that whole Georgia defense now. You know what I
The
mean? Like,
whole Georgia defense, the
you know,
family reunion,
you know what I'm saying? And that's why you can get a cat like Jalen Carter to come over there and fucking act
and be
right, right?
cool.
You mean? Because he got fucking teammates that he been with for a long time. Fucking say, hey, bro, chill the fuck out. You mean? And let's face it. Yes, Philadelphia is a major market, but it's not set up for you to fucking fuck up as badly as Las Vegas is. Las Vegas is set up for you to act a fucking fool. And guess what? Some people don't have limits. You know
Say
what I'm saying?
one night can change your life,
You know what I mean?
literally.
One night, bro.
One night change your life forever, end someone's life.
Oh shit. And then matter of fact, I was on X earlier and I was reading, boy, he come home in about a year, right?
Yeah, the 26 or 2026 was always a year that he was supposed to be able to. Oh, and it's not that he can't come home because I believe he's already there.
No, he's in Nevada, and I think he's already in like he ain't even in prison no more, dog. He's in
Mm-mm.
like
He's
he's in
at
like a
home.
halfway house.
No, he's at home. He's on house arrest, I
Nah.
believe. I believe he's on house arrest.
No, I think he's in a halfway house doing AA meetings and shit every day. Fuck it, dude. Hey, you know what? Next week we're gonna find out what happened. Whatever happened with Henry Ruggs. Today at 8:30. You mean fucking let's do that. Fucking
No,
dude.
well, no, he's currently still incarcerated at a minimum security facility, Stewart Conservation Camp. Uh, and yeah,
Yeah, so dude. Yeah, so dude that those camps, right? But you can literally have somebody pull up in front and walk out, dog. You know what I mean? This dude is yeah. Yeah. He's
well,
basically
I wasn't gonna say all of that. But yeah,
Okay, it is what it is, bro. You mean fucking
I know
shit.
some people will want the details, but this ain't the full journalism show here, and I'm not gonna provide them because I ain't no snitch.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this much so. Sitting here watching this whole situation, especially with the Eagles, I'm kind of cool. Like, and I have a lot of respect for what they're doing. You mean like, but they have.
Hey man, fuck all that. Mark Davis should have offered Huey Roseman ownership stakes.
Well, fuck, he gave fucking Tom ownership stakes just to come over.
I would
You
have
know what
gave
I'm saying?
Howie more. Like, would you like to own the Raiders once I'm gone?
Well, we already know Tom's already done sucked that well dry.
He don't have the money to make the. He don't have the money to do that.
Yeah, but his
That's gonna be
investment group
one.
does.
That's gonna be one of your
His
casino guys.
investment
But
group does.
he'll be the face. He'll be the face. But it'll be the
Right.
casino guy that's pulling the strings.
Well, the other Tom that's in their whole little investment group, I think he's the money.
Yeah, he's the money.
Yeah, he's the money. Not Tom Brady. The other Tom.
Yeah, Wagner,
Is that his last name?
I believe so, or the
Yeah.
head of the Wagner group. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, those are probably the new owners. If you don't know, now you know. Shit. What's up, Wait? How you doing?
Phil Jones.
Man, I've been trying to get Phil Jones on this motherfucker.
Got to go earlier.
Telling you, bro. Shit. All right, so it's what today's the 12th, right? So we got fuck, where's my phone? We got 11 days till the draft, right? Oh,
Uh
20,
huh.
23rd, right?
24th.
24th. All right, so that's the first round.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so cool. So all right, so basically, little less than 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you just walking houses, yelling and screaming,
That's how we do it.
huh? There's a spider web on my face. Oh, really? Yeah, I got scared. Oh, you just do it. What are you doing? Color people stuff.
Uh,
Oh, okay. I don't know what to do. That's my kid. My bad. Okay, right up in the house. All right, so fucking- I think we're talking about the draft. All right, so y'all gonna have a live show on your channel, right?
that's the plan.
That's the plan. Because I think we were all there what last year, and hell, we even had Truly on, and I think what I think we broke the Brock Bowers thing. What maybe about 5 minutes before it actually was announced, and it was pretty much a trip because we really didn't understand it at the time. You mean we were like, well, we got to start tight end. Most tight ends are drafted third, fourth round. This guy was drafted second round. Why we going in the first round with this guy? And then he hit the field, and all his
And,
ball head wonder. You know what
and it was like, oh,
I mean? He was like,
I was unfamiliar with your game. I apologize.
bro, hey, and let's be
And
honest.
and I was told during training camp that he was like that, and but I was like, I was skeptical. And
Mhm.
then I saw it, and I was like, wow, like, wow, like, golly, and he's doing this with horrible quarterback play.
Horrible quarterback play.
He nearly broke every single record in NFL history for a tight end as a rookie with two terrible quarterbacks.
Bro, he was what, top 3 in receiving, in catches and receiving yards. He had to be top 5 in the whole NFL,
Top,
including
top
receivers.
5 or 10.
Yeah,
There were some guys who had good years, but he had a lot of catches.
you mean? And let's be honest, dude. There was times when this cat just disappeared, completely disappeared from. Yeah, I mean, for a whole half, they wouldn't even target him, and it wasn't just that he wasn't getting open. He was
It was,
open. The quarterback just wasn't looking his way.
again, like I said, the quarterback play was definitely left something to be desired.
Bro, he did what he did. I just don't think like I was talking to somebody the other day and they were telling me, well, Ashton Genty will be the the answer to uh Brock Bowers. I was like, I don't think he's that guy. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Ashton Genty. I just you putting a lot on his a lot of dip on his chip. You know what I mean? Like this young man ain't ready for that.
There is a saying about tread on tires, and he left a lot of tread on the field out there in Boise.
Bro.
A
And
lot of tread.
they ran this cat in 10-man boxes.
And a lot of you cats don't remember a guy named Ron Dane. And if you really want, I said, go watch his highlight film. He won the Heisman, and Ron Dane was incredible. Said, but Ron Dane was getting the ball 40 to 45 times a game. Said went to the New York Giants and was a one hit wonder. It wasn't even a one hit wonder
Bro, Ron Dane was ran into the ground before he even got there.
before he even got to the pros.
Um,
Shot.
I fuck, Trent Richardson was a little bit ran into the ground before he got there. You mean to the
And blind
pros,
as a bat.
right? Uh,
Blind in
uh
one eye and can't see out the other.
bro, Najee Harris, right? I
He's
have the
he's
utmost
he's
respect
been
for Najee
yeah.
Harris, but he left a lot of his running there in Tuscaloosa. Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Well,
He's never the
he's
same.
coming back. He's coming back, and he's steadily improving. So I'm not gonna put that on him yet. But he definitely left a lot at Tuscaloosa. Got used a lot at Tuscaloosa.
A lot. He got used so much at Tuscaloosa. Josh Jacobs is in the NFL fucking shit up, dragging Khalil Mack down the field, and he couldn't get on the field. Think about that.
I think he needs to lose some weight. To be honest with you, I think he probably needs to drop about 5 to 10 and to lighten up his legs a little bit, and he'll be just quicker enough to to be able to hit those gaps,
Right,
running full speed. But I think that's really what he needs to do. It's great. It's crazy how much of a difference that makes at that level. But in a game of inches and milliseconds, it's literally like that. You got one guy who needs 5 to 10, maybe even 15 pounds to have the strength to be able to take on tackles, or
right,
you got a guy who needs to lose 5 to 10 pounds so that he can be able to maintain the speed he lost to be able to blow by defenders.
right,
Because when Josh Jacobs came back from his campaign where he was the league's leading rusher, he put on all that weight and was not explosive at all,
and change the number, bro.
and changed the number and looked
Bro, you
like
don't change the number.
I
You
mean
don't
I
change
would.
the number, bro. You put bad juju on the shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Change the number one from 2-8 to 8. and left just like
Hey, it's working for him in Green Bay.
it's working for him now. It is. It is.
Yeah.
Hey, in all respect to Josh Jacobs, forever a Raider. Forever a Raider. Because you know what? We all remember those times where Josh Jacobs was the offense. Josh Jacobs, everything ran through him. And you know, and seeing this young man crying because he couldn't be on the fucking field, bro. That's some shit, bro.
It's deeper.
I've
It's
never.
so much deeper than that because this man was out there doing his thing, running for 100 yard, 1,000 yards with a fractured shoulder,
Right?
with an elbow so jacked up, he's taking cortisone shots in it before
Stop
just to
working.
play.
Remember it stopped
And
working?
stopped working. Yeah, the
Yeah.
cortisone shots stopped working. He was taking so many to be able to play.
You know, and
Hips messed up, ankles and legs.
hey, I'll tell you this much though. John Gruden, if he thinks he's got a running back, that running
He
back's
get
gonna be
that
ran
man
into the
gonna get the
ground.
ball. He getting the ball.
Hey, all day long.
You gonna
Hey,
get the ball.
hey, bro. Hey, he believes in the feature back. That's
Uh,
Cadillac.
and he believes in running the football.
Hey, one thing I do respect about John Gruden, dude, there's going to be some obvious situations. We all know where the ball is going to go. My teenage daughter was the ball, they're running the ball right there, Dad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so did the defense, and guess what? They still was getting yards, bro. And those are things I do respect about John Gruden. His people were tough. I
Hey,
mean,
that's what it comes down to. You gotta want it. You gotta
yeah,
be willing to impose your will on another man who's trying to do the very same thing.
hell yeah, bro. It just happened. You know that,
What's
right?
Oh, it did?
Yeah, you know what happened. It just happened. Damn it. But fucking, I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see where this ends up. No, I'm very interested to see where this ends up. I think the Raiders can make a good move at 6.
I'll just say expect the unexpected. You're gonna hear a lot of things in a lot of different directions, and really options are being explored, but nothing is nailed down.
But let's be honest though. If you don't think Tom Brady's got a voice in this shit, you're highly, highly mistaken. Because all he ever talks about is having a quarterback sit behind a veteran. This year he's gonna have that. He's gonna have that opportunity to put somebody in that place.
The question is who. Question is when.
You know, I mean, he already offered one of them an NIL deal.
They don't have NIL deals in the pros.
Hey, but what I'm saying is he got a long history with one of these quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Just saying. So I'm interested. I want to see what's going on. Honestly, I would love for the Raiders to bring in our guy.
I was gonna say, Pete has probably coached most of these kids coming up. Granddaddy, daddy, uncle, all of
Sister's
them.
mother's father's former roommate too, right?
Yes, and the homie's dad too.
Right? Shit.
So
Hey,
if you were somebody, Pete has either coached you or coached against you by now.
for generations.
Yeah,
Honestly though, I would love. I would love for Ashton Genty and fucking Shador Sanders to be on the board at 6. What do you fucking do? What do you do? You know what I mean? I know what I would do. What does
But the
Tom
real
do?
question is, what would the Raiders do?
Right? What does John Spytek do? What does Tom Brady do? Does Tom Brady have a bat phone? He picks up and you know what I mean straight to Tom Brady. Hey, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? How does this work? What goes on? You know what I mean? Like honestly, dude, just this year, like we've had like a lot of times where
The
like
world may
yeah,
never
Peter
know.
King, Peter King in the draft room and shit. I would really like to see what happens in the draft room this year. Really like to see it. Cause fucking dude, honestly, Tom understands if you get this right, you will not be in a position to draft a quarterback. Geno Smith is gonna keep you from drafting a quarterback high. Other than him getting hurt, you're never gonna be in a position to draft a quarterback. You kind of in that Derek Carr situation where you're
No, you're not. Don't you lie to these people.
I know
Don't you lie to these
Geno Smith
people.
is too good to get a fucking top 5 pick.
Brody,
True.
look at his contract details and that don't tell the Raiders are not locked into Geno Smith past this year.
I understand that, but that's why
That
I'm
that's
saying that
that's a
drafting a
key.
quarterback
That's
at
a
6 makes
key. Di-
a lot of
you,
fucking
you
sense
can
right now.
you can talk as loud as you want to that, but that's a key difference between the New Orleans Saints situation with Derek Carr and the fact that he's still on the hook for almost $70 million next year.
Wait, what?
Oh yes, they
And
restructured his contract to lower his overall cap number for this year, and in doing so, they play his next year's salary is at 69 million.
oh, so they're still stuck with him for a whole nother year.
What more likely than not, they're going to either restructure his contract or cut him and figure out. I don't know.
Ooh. Okay. So teams are willing to cut guys, quarterbacks who are not living up to the contract, i.e., the Broncos.
Well, once they get to a an area where they're it's that it doesn't hurt so bad. But all that guaranteed money for these guaranteed contracts, these teams are gonna stop doing that because that shit is killing them.
Right. Man. 70 fucking million. Dude, I need to do some investigation, dude. Thank God I'm going back to day shift. I get regular schedule.
This man has got the sheet pictures.
Bro, I get to do my old man thing, get up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning and be straight. just go to work. You know what I mean?
Like a normal person.
Right? Bro, come home, do some investigation, do my studies and shit. Man, all right. All right, Robinson. It's good talking with you. I love you, my brother. I'm been on for like 40 minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Wit, I don't know if you're still with us, but love you too, brother. Can't wait to talk to you, see you guys. I hit y'all back up next week. I think I always end this with remember to love the ones who love you. So seriously, remember to love the ones who love you. Got anything to say, Robinson?
Nope.
All right, big dog. See you in a couple minutes.